My whole life, I moved starting at 6 or 7. My mom's friend would let us stay in her basement. It was me, my mom, and my 2 sisters. There were drugs. There were no walls for the bathroom, just curtains. There was an air mattress, a couch, and a TV. We didn't go to school back then. We were just hanging out in the basement. We would move to one place or another. If my mom couldn't come up with the money, we would get kicked out and walk the streets and ride the city bus, carrying all of our stuff in backpacks and garbage bags, looking for another place to go. And most of the time that would be a hotel, like Harmony House, the Red Roof Inn, and Super 8. We moved to Lansing when I was 8 with my mom's boyfriend, but they fought a lot. My brother would get in a fight with him trying to protect my mom. My brother got thrown through a window, and we had to go to our neighbors. It was scary. We went to school a little bit while we were in Lansing, but someone pulled a knife out on my brother. And my mom said, we didn't have to go anymore. It was a dangerous school. I basically dropped out in 3rd grade. Then we moved back to Ypsilanti with my dad and my grandma. We got enrolled in Holmes Elementary. I got held back in 3rd grade, and I felt really sad about that. But then things started getting better. I was playing soccer, I was getting good grades at Holmes, then things were kind of stable. I was proud of myself back then. But my mom called CPS on my dad, and we had to go back with my mom. We wanted to go back to school, but she lived nearby, but she would never take us. I wanted to finish 5th grade at Holmes, but I couldn't. One weekend, my mom's house flooded, and after that, she never had a stable place again. We were bouncing around a lot. We moved near Dearborn. My mom was gone a lot working. One night, she was out till 3 a.m. Her boyfriend woke up, was tripping. He was mad, yelling at us. He pushed us out the house and locked the door. I called my dad, and he was on his way. And my mom's boyfriend finally let us back in. My dad and my grandma finally arrived. It took him a while to find the house, and he took us back to his house in Ypsilanti. This kept happening, moving back with my mom and different people. We moved in with a family friend who was 27. He was creepy. He started asking for inappropriate photos. My mom cussed him out, and he kicked us out. We were back into a hotel. Then we moved in with another friend. Everything was good, kind of. But that was a trap house too. I almost stepped on a needle that someone would use for drugs, and I watched someone OD one night. My mom saved them. My mom's friend was threatening to snitch on her and say my mom was selling her kids for drugs, and my mom would never do that. But he called the police. My mom wasn't arrested, but we packed up all of our stuff and left. We moved in with another friend named Jay. He was a crackhead. One night, he kept staring at us, like peeking through a curtain. We told him to stop, and he sat down in a chair and just kept looking. My mom cussed him out, and they got in a fight. Jay called CPS the next day. CPS came out, but they said as long as everyone stayed on their side of the house, we could stay, since we did pay for it. But Jay kicked his own door in. He was trying to get my mom in trouble. He even said that. So we moved again. It was another trap house. All night, people were partying. We couldn't sleep or anything like that. At the time, it was the pandemic, and we were in online school, but we wasn't really doing it at school. So IPSI put us in person school, but I was only there for a week, but I got suspended, and I never went back. I didn't like that school. I was about to go to another school, but the hotel we were staying in for like 4 months was raided. They found drugs in the hotel and saw it in my mom's hands. And my mom, they arrested her. We were this close from going to foster care, but my Aunt Mary answered the phone, and we were placed with her. I was 14, and I hadn't really been doing school for a whole year. She put us in school right away, in a place I have never lived before. But there was an incident pretty quick. There was this girl giving me mean looks all the time. I walked up to her like, "Do we have a problem?" She said no. But at lunch, she had someone come up to me and knock my tray out of my hand. So after school, I confronted her. "If we have a problem, say it then." And we ended up fighting. And then the next day, the school said I was kicked out for 5 days for the fight and 5 for having pepper spray. Why did I have pepper spray, you ask? Because there was this boy who kept following me. One time, that boy surrounded me with 20 other boys in the lunchroom and said they were going to gang rape me. The day that happened, the day they did that, I blacked out, and I said I'm going to blow up the school. I was kicked out for 3 days. I don't think those boys ever got in trouble. I guess they told the principal they were picking on me because I was from Ypsilanti. I came back to school after the suspension. The boys were bothering me a little bit, but I just let it go. I was doing good. I was getting my work done, but then some stuff went down in my personal life. My boyfriend at the time asked to borrow some money. I meant to send him $5 on the Cash App, but I accidentally sent him $500. He took my money, went out, and bought a phone. He wouldn't pay me back all the money he owed, so I decided to take the phone. After all, I did pay for it. He started posting a bunch of photos of me and saying a bunch of lies, saying I was a whore, texting my family saying I'm a slut, saying a bunch of lies. So I wanted to get him in trouble, and I wanted him to leave me alone. I used his email account to message the school board, and I said, "I'm going to blow up the school tomorrow." It was such a stupid thing to do. Of course, I would never do that. The police figured it out real fast. They went to his house, and they tracked the phone and came to me. I came clean right away. I told him where the phone was. They wanted to expel me, and that's when I met Colleen at SAC. It felt like I was at court. I was sweaty and I was nervous. I wasn't sure if I could go back or be banned for the rest of my life. I wanted to be able to graduate. Colleen did a lot for me, and still does a lot for me. I look up to her. She was there for me at the disposition hearing and every step of the way. I really started to have support in my life. I got a tutor named Kim. She tutored me all summer after I was expelled. She helped me understand that I was dyslexic. She really helped me catch up and understand and do my work. In August, we had a reinstatement hearing, and Colleen really pushed hard for me to get back in school. She believed in me. She was there for me. She was the one who helped me to get an IEP, and extra support. Colleen has done so much for me. She has came all the way out to drive me to school. She has helped us pay for gas to go for school. She meets up with me at school and checks up on my work. She tells me how proud of me she is. I wouldn't never want Colleen to be on my life. I love her with all my heart. Today, my grades are good. I'm going to school every day. I have hope for my future. I'm proud of myself. My story isn't over. I've been through a lot, but some kids been through way more. I don't want any other kid to end up like I did, like getting in trouble or getting on probation for dumb stuff. I see how my past connects with why I got in trouble, but no excuses. I did what I did, so I have to deal with the consequences. And I am. You know what? I will graduate and make something of myself that I can tell you. Thank you.